Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my Nykaa hot pink sale recommendations. Okay, so I'm not sure if I will continue doing this for the next sale or anything of that sort, because I feel like it's getting really repetitive. I also didn't make a video for the sale that happened earlier this year because I feel like it's again getting really repetitive. I'm not sure what other products I would recommend. So every single time I can't go and purchase something just so that I can recommend in the next sale video, because yeah, I don't really need that much of makeup products and I'm pretty content with the makeup I own already. So anyways, so in this video I'll be talking about products that I have tried out so much and I feel like it's completely worth your price. Like, it's like my hardcore review. And also I will be talking about products I have in my wish list that I would probably pick up if my budget allows. As usual, in every video I mention this: don't go and buy something just because it's on sale. Make sure that you really need it and you have some purpose for it, and don't just buy it because it's on sale. Anyways, it's your hard-earned money that you're going to spend on, and if it's of no use to you, then it's like money gone down the drain. As usual, if you don't really have the budget for this sale, or if you are in a position to not spend any money, or if you're on a no buy, I feel like it's okay. You don't really have to like splurge your money on anything, because like I mentioned, these sales are so repetitive. It happens pretty much throughout the year, and I feel like over Nykaa there are other websites that give you much better sale. If you feel like you're missing out on this, maybe you can pick it up during the sales on those websites like Myntra and Sephora India website, because I feel like with Nykaa it's just very limited. This is the sale you get, and it's like 15%, 20%. Sometimes on Myntra you get like flat 40% off, and you also don't really get a product that is going to expire in the next 6 months. But that doesn't happen with the Sephora India website and Myntra for me personally, and even Bodis. So I have purchased from all of these sites and I've never received a product that is going to expire in the next 6 months. That is something I really like, and especially with Bodis, when there's a product that is on clearance, they also clearly mention the expiry date right on the product page, so that you are aware of it before you invest. In Nykaa, you have to like literally sit and search like the expiry dates. So that could also be the case if you're going to be purchasing these products. Just make sure that you're not buying something that's expiring the next 6 months. If you're someone who follows the expiry date to the dot, I use my makeup past the expiry date. I've never had a problem with that, but I wouldn't recommend that to everybody. To each their own. Yeah, let's get started. First one, Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath is, I think, going on 15 or 20% off, and this is again a sale that is very repetitive. Most of the times there's like 10% discount throughout the year on Pat McGrath, and also you get additional coupon code and everything, so you're not missing out on anything much. But if you wanted to pick up and you're keeping something aside for the sale, and if it's over like 15 or 20%, I think you can pick up their Skin Fetish foundation, which is one of my absolute favorite foundations. It's not something that is too thick, it's not something that is too runny, it's very skin like, and it gives you the most beautiful coverage, and it's sort of like light medium coverage, and it looks like second skin. And this is something you can wear if you're a bride, if you have a special occasion to attend. It's a really nice foundation, and on a discount I feel like it's okay if you pick it up. I have the shade medium 15, which is a decent match for my skin tone, so this is something I really like. And then their palettes, of course, are on discount. You can get it for around 7,500 ish, which is still a lot of money for just an eyeshadow palette. So I have the Bronze Seduction and this palette. I'm not even sure what this is called. So I got this palette and I was not even able to play around with it as much, because I literally stopped filming videos or getting ready or going out anywhere because of reasons you guys know. So yeah, so the metallic shades and the shimmer shades are really nice. They pack a punch, but again, is it worth the price? I'm not very sure, because it's a lot of money. But yeah, the finish, the pressed pigments in the Pat McGrath is really good. And then coming to the lipsticks, I'm not a very big fan of the bullet lipsticks. The shades are beautiful, it could be tempting, but I feel like it's just like your any other creamy lipstick. It's really nice and pigmented, but not the most long wearing lipsticks, and the packaging of those are not at all sturdy. They literally just like break off. So I wouldn't recommend investing in an expensive lipstick like that, which literally falls off like the bullet. So yeah, it has happened to me. I really like the concealer, however. I feel like if you can find this on discount, it is worth the price. It has really good medium high coverage, feels really nice and creamy underneath the eyes, and it's a really good concealer. And then the pressed powder from Pat McGrath. This is in the shade medium. This is one of the best setting powders that I've tried out, and it's even better than my Charlotte Tilbury one. In my opinion, it's the most finest, softly milled pressed powder that sets the under eye area really well without caking it up, without making it look extremely cakey, powdery, but sets it in place, keeps that shine at bay. I've used this all over my face, and I'm not someone who usually uses a lot of powder all over my face. I feel like my makeup was looking a little bit too greasy, so I did use it today as well, and I really like how it sets my makeup. You can use it underneath your eyes, and even with like a very matte concealer, it doesn't really look very cakey. Those are pretty much everything from Pat McGrath that I have tried out that I really like. I don't really like the formulation of their liquid lipstick. It is not my favorite. And then moving on to Charlotte Tilbury, their Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation. I think they've bought back most of their shades. If it is going on discount, at least this time, I think this is something you should pick up. It's what I have on my face right now. It gives you the most beautiful coverage. Now, if you have very dry, dehydrated skin, or if you are like moving towards the colder months and your skin tends to get really dry and flaky, I wouldn't recommend this foundation at all, but it's a very nice foundation otherwise. So if you can use it with their Hollywood Flawless filter or even the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter, it just pairs really well with that. You just need a little bit of something glowy underneath it for it to look extremely beautiful. It is really nice on its own as well, but for it to add that little bit of that glow, that sheen on your skin, you need a product like that. But the thing with this particular foundation is that little goes a long way, less is more. So try to use just 1 pump for your entire face and you get the most beautiful finish, beautiful coverage. I really like this foundation. I'm not a very big fan of their beautiful, what's that called? This beautiful skin foundation. I'm not a very big fan of that. It does look really good, but it does take a little bit of a time and effort to blend. You pretty much need a combination of a sponge and a brush with that. So yeah, I did go ahead and buy their full size of their airbrush setting spray, but it doesn't spritz the product at all. I've been like literally trying for the past 10 minutes and it doesn't spritz the product. So I'm not sure if I've got a faulty one. I will try it out and let you guys know. And I did go ahead and pick up some of their other shades from their lipstick just because I am a big on lipstick dupes videos. So I wanted to try it out and see if I like the other shades. Now, they are not the most intensely pigmented lipsticks, but I like these shades so much better than Pillow Talk and Pillow Talk Medium. So I got the shade called Festival Magic. This was on flat 30% off. It's a beautiful purplish kind of a shade, which are decently pigmented and very comfortable on the lips. Then I got the shade called So 90s, which is again a really nice, beautiful brown toned shade, brownish red kind of a shade, which looks really nice on my skin tone. I really like it. So yeah, I think I just had to try out the right shades for myself. And then I also got the shade called M.I. Kiss, which a lot of people really like over Pillow Talk Medium and all of that, and I agree. It's a beautiful shade again. So if you are sick and tired of trying out, so if you are wanting to try out a really comfortable lipstick which is not supremely pigmented but feels really nice and plush on the lips, you can try out these lipsticks, provided you don't try out the shade Pillow Talk and Pillow Talk Medium. I think those would be a little bit disappointing if you're around my skin tone. But if you're of a lighter skin tone, of course you would really like those shades. Of course, there are better lipsticks in the market with better pigmentation and better price point and a lot of shade options as well. But if you were looking at trying out Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, I think you can try out these shades. So yeah, I have a lot of lipsticks in this video to show you guys because I did shop quite a few of those every time they went on discount over other makeup products. So the next one from Anastasia is the Luminous Foundation, which I've mentioned in pretty much every single sale. So let me know if you have picked it up on my recommendation, because this is one of my favorite foundations. It has a very nice dewy finish, and this I don't think you would like if you have oily skin, but if you have mature skin, if you have a lot of texture and you want your skin to look a little bit like smooth, I think you'd really like this foundation. It's not something that looks extremely oily or dewy on the skin, but it has a very nice soft filtered effect that I really like. And then another product from Anastasia that I've seen goes on pretty good discount and I think it's worth the price is the Anastasia Freeze Brow Styling Wax. So I use this very mildly to keep my eyebrow hair in place. I'm not sure if I would be able to do those feathery eyebrows because I have pretty thick brows, but I like it. I like the finish of this one and it keeps the eyebrow hair in place pretty well. And then for eyeshadow palette, you can try out the Soft Glam palette, the Modern Renaissance palette. I pretty much talk about this in every single video. And this bronzer, this is the Anastasia Cream Bronzer in the shade Golden Tan, which is it's like the right shade of bronzer for me. It's actually a little bit light. You have to build on it quite a bit, but I'm okay with that. I don't want something that is too intense. So you can try out the next shade up if you want like a very intense bronzer. It's what I have right now and I really like it. So this is how it looks like. And This I got for flat 50% off from Bodis, and I feel like it's completely worth the price. You get actually 30 grams of product, and it's a very subtle bronzer. It's a very blendable product. And another one is the Anastasia Novo eyeshadow palette. So this one I picked up from Myntra on a pretty good discount, and I see that it's going on discount quite often as well. Like if you use additional coupon code and everything, you can get it for around 30% off or 40% off on Myntra as well as on Bodis.com. So I'm not sure if this is going on discount on Nykaa, but if it's anywhere less than like 30% off, I don't think it's worth the price. Flat 15% is not worth it. So this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. The color scheme is very different, very cool toned, very metallic. It's what I have on my eyes right now. I really like how it's pairing with my outfit. The thing with this eyeshadow palette, I feel like is pressed a little bit harder than the Soft Glam palette, where you know the matte shades and all, you take a little bit of time to build on it. It's not the most pigmented matte shades in one go, and you don't really have a lot of deeper shades for your outer corner and anything. And if you are of a very deep skin tone, I don't think you would really like these matte shades. It might look a little bit like muddy or chalky on your eyelid, but the shimmer shades are really nice. And they also have another one which is a limited edition eyeshadow palette which I didn't pick up, the metallic one. And then the Anastasia liquid lipsticks, I really like them, and every single time I saw them on sale, I picked it up because I really like the color selection. The formulation is not the best, okay? It's quite matte, it's pigmented and all that, but it's very drying. So I'm not sure how many of you would really like it. So I have the shade called Hudson, I have Poet, I have Seraphine, I have Catherine, I have Heathers. Heathers is the shade that was a little bit harder for me to get my hands on because it was almost always sold out. This is how it looks like. So yeah, these are nothing out of the blue. Their shades are pretty much dupable, so if you wanted to pick it up and it's on good discount, you can. Otherwise you can avoid them. And also from Anastasia, their lipsticks are one of my favorite. Especially the matte lipsticks. I haven't tried out their satin lipsticks yet, but their matte lipsticks have the most comfortable soft matte finish. This is in the shade Sugar Plum. This is how it looks like. It's a beautiful nude shade for my skin tone. It's something I can wear without makeup. It's very comfortable as well. And then I also have the shade called Blackberry, which is berry shade, beautiful plummy berry shade. And I also have this lip kit called Toffee from Anastasia, which I picked up on a flat 50% off, and I feel like it's completely worth the price. You get a lip liner and a lipstick. This one is the lip liner in the shade Malt. Okay, so the lip kit is called Toffee Malt, and this is the lip liner shade. It's a wooden lip liner. It's a little bit harder to work with. It's a dark brown shade, and this is what the lipstick looks like. So it's a nice cool toned brown shade. So the combination of both of this is really nice, and this I got for flat 50% off. So if you can pick up any of their lip kits, it's actually worth the price. It depends on the shade that you're looking for. I was looking for this one and Sugar Plum. Yeah, I already had the Sugar Plum lipstick, so I didn't want to pick up the lip kit all over again. And then moving on to Lime Crime, I only picked up their liquid lipsticks and their lip glosses. Okay, so lip gloss I've talked about so many times. They are really nice, and you can see them go on 70% off. Sometimes you can get it for 600 rupees as well, so it's completely worth picking it up. They're really nice lip glosses, and their liquid lipsticks are like runny formulation, pigmented, but they're quite long wearing but not the most comfortable. I have this shade called Sasha. These are the newer shades. I picked up the shades Sasha for 450 rupees because it was on discount, and this expires next year. And then I have the shade, this is the shade called Sasha. Then I have the shade called Wicked. It's a deep red shade. Then I have Blood Moon, which is a little bit more deeper than that. It's a little more like plum undertones to it. Beautiful shades. The formulation is not the most comfortable, but it's not the most uncomfortable as well. It's a very thin formula. It's not something that's too thick on your lips. And then from Huda Beauty, usually these lip kits go on a really good discount, so you can get for around 2,000 rupees or lesser, sometimes 1,700 as well. So you get the shade Trophy Wife and Icon, and these liquid lipsticks are super comfortable on the lips. I absolutely love it. I like the pigmentation, I like the comfort factor, and they stay on my lips for a decent amount of time. They do fade away if I eat something, but again, I have the ease of reapplication with these Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks. I really like that. The Huda Beauty blush stick in the shade Baddie Berry, it's what I have mixed in with another shade as well. So these are not the most pigmented blushes. They look very intense, but they're a nice creamy blush, very lightly pigmented and a buildable blush formula. So this also goes on really good discount most of the times. I'm not sure what is the price because I'm filming this ahead of the sale. and the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. So I'm planning to pick up the newer eyeshadow palette because I'm really intrigued with the color scheme, but you can also try out the Naughty Nude eyeshadow palette, the Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette, and also the Mercury Retrograde eyeshadow palette. All of these have been one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I've recommended this in every single sale pretty much. They're really good. And also the Huda Beauty 4 Filter Concealer is one of my favorite concealers. It's what I have underneath my eyes. They are nice and creamy, very blendable concealers, and they don't really fade away from my under eye area that fast, but yeah, they're not the most long wearing. Like from the inner corner of my eye, it does fade away a little bit, but manageable, okay? Manageable, pretty good everyday concealer. And also from Huda Beauty, you can try out their mascara. This travel size of the mascara I've seen go as low as 600 rupees on the Sephora India website. So yeah, you can try it out there as well. Or if it's going on pretty good discount on Nykaa, you can pick it up from there. I really like it. I really find it to be very lengthening, volumizing. It's a little bit clumpy if you go overboard, but I like it. It's what I have on my lashes right now. It's not waterproof. So the minute there's a little bit of water that touches your eye, it will create a mess. And then from e.l.f. Cosmetics, if it is on buy one get one, and you can pick up the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Do not sleep on this one. This is a really good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and that's the reason I didn't recommend that in this video at all, because I was going to recommend this one. This is a really close match, and you get it for a fraction of the cost, especially if you're buying it on buy one get one, or if there's flat discount as well. You can try it out. It's much better than spending around 3,000 change for that product. And the travel size of that one, it's not worth the price. This is a product that I really like. And also the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer is a really nice primer. It adds a little bit of glow, and it's also a very nice gripping primer. It prolongs the wear of your makeup, and you can wear this in like really hot, humid climates, and it adheres on, your makeup adheres on really well to that. And also the e.l.f. lip glosses are one of my favorite lip glosses. They are a really nice plumping lip gloss. The lip gloss is something that I use on a daily basis as a lip balm because I feel it's really nice and moisturizing on my lips. And then from Iconic London, this is the only product I've tried out. This is the Radiance Booster in the shade Caramel Glow. This is also a good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, but I feel like this has a subtle like tint to it. It's something you can use on a daily basis. It adds like that slight tint to your skin. It just beautifies your skin so well, and it just looks really, really nice. It adds a nice glow. It is a little bit sticky, the consistency of this, but it just adds that beautiful glow to your skin, and it's perfect for your no makeup days. So if you can find this on like a flat 40% or 30% or something, you can pick it up. I think that's the price I picked it up at. And then for M.A.C Cosmetics, these days I'm seeing M.A.C go on buy one get one, flat 20% off. So any of these discounts would work. Pretty much on the lip products, it's buy one get one or flat 20%. So I have of late started to love their Powder Kiss liquid lipsticks. The reason I like these Powder Kiss liquid lipsticks is that they have that blurring finish on your lips, and it doesn't like settle onto the lines and crevices of your lips. It's not extremely matte, it's not very drying, so it doesn't really create that line on your lips as well, like as in when you're talking. So it just looks beautiful. And you can also try out the M.A.C Locked Kiss Ink liquid lipstick. I have this one in the shade called Meticulous and Mischief. These are comfortable. They're not like very thick, a little bit like thin consistency, but quite comfortable on the lips, and they have beautiful shades in this as well. So this is the shade called Meticulous, and I wanted to pick up the shade called Vixen in this one. And they have a brown shade which is not launched in India. They have a shade called Posh, which I was looking at picking up, but it's not launched in India. And also from M.A.C, you can try out their concealer palette, their pot concealer, the concealer palette. All of this is really, really nice. This is a concealer palette that I tend to reach out for on a daily basis. It's like my go-to product. You pretty much solve all the purpose with this one particular product. And also the powder foundation is something you can use on a daily basis. I have this one in the shade NC42, which is actually a little bit too dark. I don't know what I was thinking. I invested in all these foundations with extreme dark shades, and now it doesn't really match me that well. But this powder foundation is really good. It has a really nice smooth finish, really good coverage, medium coverage, and very long wearing, doesn't transfer. So if you want to set your makeup in place, or you just wanted to use just a powder foundation, you can use that. And also from M.A.C, I want to pick up that cream to powder finish, the product that I leave a picture of it right here. I wanted to pick that up for the longest time. And then from NYX, you should definitely try out the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer. I absolutely love this. I have this one in the shade Tan, which is a perfect shade match for me. I can use this on a daily basis. This is long wearing. It has a beautiful finish. It gives you a good medium coverage. It's not drying. It's just a beautiful concealer. And also from NYX, you should definitely And also from NYX, you can try out this one. This is the Lingerie XXL liquid lipstick, and I have this in a couple of different shades: Low Cut, Straps Off, Stamina, Sizzlin. All of these shades that I use pretty much every single day. Sizzlin, Straps Off are something that I've kept it in my everyday makeup pouch because it's something I reach out for every single time I want to like mix up some shades or just use it on its own. It's very long wearing. It doesn't move, it doesn't budge, and it just stays on your lips the entire day. And I wear this pretty much all the time I have to eat something, and like I know for sure that it's going to spread everywhere. And then there's one thing from this brand, Daily Forever 52, that you must try out is their Juicy Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint Liquid Blush. This one is in the shade, I think, called Very Victoria or something. It's called 005. The number 005 on the website. There is actually a name. This is the most natural looking blush. It's what I have right now as well, and it just blends in no time, and it's the most easy product to use on a daily basis if you want to. Just a very comfortable product. And then from Nude Sticks, I have that Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil. I have this one in the shade Retro. I have the shade called Burgundy, Retro, Burgundy, Freckle. All of these like fall in a similar shade category. I don't think you have to pick up each and every one of that. And also their blush is pretty good. I also want to pick up the skin tint, the tinted moisturizer or foundation. I want to pick that up because I feel like it's something I would use regularly. And then from Smashbox, the tinted moisturizer, the travel variant or the full size, you would not regret this. I feel like, okay, it's a very long wearing product. It's beautiful on the skin. I just love the way it looks on my skin. And I also recently picked up this 8-in-1 primer essence. So it's really nice. I feel like it's like a primer water but a better version. It like hydrates my skin, also sets the makeup in place really well. So this I picked up in the travel variant on a good discount from Myntra. And so yeah, that's pretty much everything for the makeup that I wanted to recommend, I think, from what I can see right here on my makeup table. And yeah, from a Sol de Janeiro, I really liked this one that I picked up. This is the Rio Deo aluminum free deodorant. It smells beautiful, but it has like that waxy texture, so I'm not sure how many people would like it. It's not like your typical deodorant. It's a little bit waxy, but the scent is beautiful and it lingers for quite some time, so I like it. I really love this one. So from Clinique, if you want to pick up the Almost lipstick in the shade Black Honey, you can. I think it's on 15% off. It's like a tinted lip balm. Don't expect too much out of it. It's not very moisturizing. It's just a viral product, so in case you want to try it out, you can at this time. And also from Clinique, I like the moisturizer, the Moisture Surge moisturizer. I think I emptied a tub of it and I'm not sure where it is. And from Sigma, you can try out their lip mask. I really like this lip mask. It's really nice and hydrating on the lips. I also really like their lip oil, which I will leave a picture of right here. And the Sigma eyeshadow palettes are really good actually. So I don't think a lot of people talk about this, but this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. This is called Red Sea, and these, I really like the color scheme of this. The shimmer shades are really nice and beautiful. It's something I've used quite a bit and haven't mentioned it as much, but these are really good eyeshadow palettes. Their brushes go on discount, sometimes flat 40% off if you were someone who wanted to invest in really good brushes. I have a couple of the Sigma brushes right here. I feel like they are good quality, but you can always dupe them. You can find really good brushes in the Indian market, affordable brushes. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I mean, I haven't included generic sales, the sales that happen throughout the year, and I feel like at this point even these sales seem pretty generic because it's happening so often. But because I get comments like, why aren't you making a video or letting us know your recommendations, I thought, okay, I'll film it right now. But I feel like it's repetitive at this point because even I haven't invested in a lot of new makeup products. So yeah, let me know what you are planning to pick up in this sale, and if it's worth it, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're not picking up anything, let me know that as well. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.